Public versus private. These words have been thrown around all over the internet. So, if you're still unsure what this means, stick around, because we're about to get to the root. Make sure you like, share, and follow. Enough yap? Let's dive in. Here we have the 1874 Chambers Etymological Dictionary. Private, it reads as follows. Adjective, literally, cut off from others, apart from the state, not invested with public office, peculiar to oneself, belonging to an individual person or company, not public, retired from observation, secret, not publicly known, not holding a commission. So as you can see, private means keeping it a secret, not involving it with the public, not involving it with the state. So this applies to you in your singular capacity as well as your trust capacity. Because when you have a private trust and you get an EIN, it's now a public trust. Because now you are associating with the state and putting it out in the public because an EIN comes from a public company. Now let's look at public. Staying with the 1874 Chambers Etymological Dictionary, public. Adjective, it's a describer of or belonging to the people, pertaining to a community or nation, general, common to all, generally known, the people, the general body of mankind, the people, indefinitely. So the public belongs to the people. Here's an example. When you create a post, and somebody gets on there and starts arguing with you, and they may sound crazy, but they have a right to do it. Why? Because you put it out in the public. It's an offer to the public, so they accept the contract, so it belongs to them in a way. So they're able to just say whatever they want. Now, you can argue or not argue, but at the same time, when you put it out there, just like your family business, it belongs to everybody, and then there's gossip. So let's take a look at another definition. Here we have Black's Law Dictionary 4th edition. Private, affecting or belonging to private individuals, as distinct from the public generally, not official, not clothed with office. So when you're dealing with a private trust, you're under private law. Let's read. Private law, as used in contradistinction to public law. The term means all that part of the law which is administered between citizen and citizen, or man to man, or which is concerned with the definition, regulation, and enforcement of rights in cases where both the persons in whom the right inheres and the person upon whom the obligation is incident as private individuals. So, before government and all this public stuff, we handled everything in private. Just like birth certificates, we didn't go to the hospital and get a birth certificate. We handled it internally within our own clan or family. So it was private. We registered, or rather recorded, births, deaths, matrimonies, titles, and all that in a family book, Bible, or Quran. That is private, because you don't need to go to your servants to prove anything or to put anything on the record for justification. Now let's go look at public. Keeping with Black's Law 4th, public, noun, the whole body politic, or the aggregate of the citizens of a state, district, or municipality. Municipality means the cities. Okay, let's keep going. In a sense, everybody, and accordingly, the body of the people at large, the community at large, without reference to the geographical limits of any corporation like a city, municipality. You work in the city, you're in the office of the person because you are of it, not just in it. But let's continue. Without reference to the geographical limits of any corporation like a city, town, or county. The people. So as we can see, it's everyone out there at once, and it only pertains to if you're divulging certain information which you should keep private. You outside in the public doesn't mean that you're of the public, you're just in the public. That's two totally different things. So to wrap it up, Public and private are merely a choice in conduct. You can do both. You can wear different hats. The key is knowing what and when to keep in the private and what and when to put out in the public. Join the Trust Workshop so that you can gain the knowledge through proper erudition in order for you to protect and secure your legacy, customs, property, assets, and of course, for the benefit of the beneficiaries. So hope this helped out. And until next time, Sacre Corporis.